Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more BTS Americas action. We are in the second season of BTS Americas. Again, it's going to be $10,000 up for grabs between 16 teams, and we are still working our way through the round of 16. We're in day 3 of action here. In just our first series today, it is going to be, again, Team Imagine going against Sector V. I'm KotLGuy, taking a live broadcast, of course, from my American backyard right here. Couldn't be more pumped to bring you back the coverage here. I'm going solo today, so I hope you don't mind. It's just going to be a nice little intimate adventure between me and you. Should be in some good fun. So, Team Imagine besting Sector V in game number 1. They're going to have the 1-game advantage, so they're just one away from moving on forward. And reminder, no lower bracket. Sector V lose this game, they are out of the running of BTS Americas. So a lot of emphasis on this draft to succeed, because you got to remember, Sector V actually had the upper hand at the start of game number 1. They had a beautiful laning phase, with the exception that maybe they did lose Vortex a time or two in their off lane on the Brood. But then again, Jenkins was punished so much more. It took him for what felt like so long to get to that level 5. It was a hard game for him. Jenkins was able to find a point to bounce back. Had some great saves with that Force Staff. Good hook shots later into the game, and you know, you can't say the same, though, for Sector V. So we'll see if they're able to bounce back here and at least take it to a game number 3. Let's talk about the actual draft, though. Sector V, they're going to be leading in. They get rid of that Bounty Hunter, Earthshaker, Wyvern. And, oh, look at this. So Imagine get rid of Naga Clock. That leaves a Lesh out there, which is going to get snagged up from Team Imagine. Oh, man. Sector V let that one go. And now Team Imagine have the magical Disco Blue Pony, and I know Shibby is very versed on this hero. I wonder if it's something he's going to consider. Maybe not now, because they also get to follow it up with a Storm Spirit grab. They did ban out the AM, thank God, because these two would be a nuclear bomb for any sort of AM, and a Van AM is a scary AM already as it is, so good appropriate ban there. So that means we're most likely going to be seeing the Shibby Storm Spirit, and then maybe have the Fran Gray, I think he said that's how I have to say his name. I don't know. I told him if he wanted me to say his name properly, Mr. KotLGuy, a.k.a. Miziski Fangay, a.k.a. Mr. Ganfrey, he has to tell me, all right? Tusk Gyro, though, is the opening for Sector V. I mean, don't get me wrong. These two are also very, very good. An enforcer in his own right. We didn't really get to see the untapped potential of the Tusk in the last game from UMR. Did take him quite a bit to get a hold of that Blink Dagger. They made that early farming investment for him to get this Blink, and it just took a bit too long. Every time they try to move out there and get something done, they ended up coming up a bit short, and he would lose his life and continue to be put off quite a bit. But here we go. Lena is going to be their third follow-up here. So she's the last remaining big powerhouse mid laner. I'm actually kind of surprised Imagine didn't consider banning her over like their Clockwork or even Darkseer. But who knows? Maybe they are considering the Brood Mama themselves. It's always something I have to casually throw out when I see a ban on the Darkseer.
Spirit Breaker.
But Spirit Breaker is going to be the grab. This could be an off-lane Spirit Breaker. Jenkins has ran it before. Or it could always, of course, be that roaming, like Newsham style 4-position Spirit Breaker nonetheless. So we'll have to see if he goes for the former or the latter. Sector V, in anticipation of that Brood, they did actually ban out the Brood Mama. So it could have been something that I imagine go for, but not going to be happening today. So instead, they still need to get a pretty selfless support here for Little Flying Zebra. He did some good work on the Lion last game. This one, though, you could still potentially get something like a Dazzle a bit if you need the extra bit of defense. No Winter Wyvern, not really surprised. Winter Wyvern would be very good. They roll on forward with the Snowball. It just sets up for the easy Winter's Curse. I believe we even got to see a bit of that in the last game, so they don't want to have to deal with that pesky Wyvern again. How many times did Sector V jump in for a big kill and Wyvern just didn't let them have it? Due to, like, a wonderful Cold Embrace and even the Force save coming out from Jenkins. Just maybe a bit too frustrating there for Sector V. No rid of it. But it's back to Team Imagine here, and it's going to be the Witch Doctor grab. All right. So that's good. Works very nice. If Tusk does decide to snowball roll in, it almost sets up for a guaranteed lockdown with the cast coming out. He offers pure damage for his death ward, so even a BKB gyrocopter won't be able to do much with it.
10 seconds remaining.
And we just know in the hands of the appropriate player, we've been seeing a lot of
5
Witch Doctor
seconds
lately from teams like Cloud9 and the hands of T-Bin, and it's been ridiculous. He's been able to farm into an Agnums at a ridiculous pace. He also has a very unique skill progression for Witch Doctor. Obviously maxing out the cast, but for T-Bin in a lot of games, he puts the value point into the heal and then just goes stats thereafter. So I wonder if it's something Flying Zebra might pick up on, because you might want to get more life. I mean, you're going against this burst team. This is a bursty McBurst team already coming out from Sector V. On top of Lina and her Laguna, they have also made the commitment for a frickin' lion here. Laguna, finger, holy crap. Uppercut. Oh boy, so they're going to need some way to kind of deal with that heavy burst. If this Spirit Breaker is in the off lane, they still have room to work with. It could be Nusham on this Witch Doctor, and they could still get Flying Zebra something like a Dazzle. I wouldn't mind seeing the Dazzle, to be honest with you. But then, you know, the one drawback I'm seeing, though, for Team Imagine is, don't get me wrong, Lesh is apparently the end-all be-all for, you know, huge heroes this patch in meta, but they don't really have a lot of late game, you know, like reliable right-click damage like we see typically. Not your PL or Gyro or AM. So, you know, hopefully Lesh is going to be enough for Imagine if that's what they're banking on to make it to the late game, because I'd have to say Sector V could have a more superior late game kind of a lineup here. But then again, it's a Storm. You can't forget a Storm, man. If he's able to snowball, it feels like there's nothing you could do about it. Always back at an instant. We'll have a fully charged up Bloodstone in some sort of way. You could do fountain jumps to easily rid of any sort of pressure. Imagine might have all bases covered. I mean, they do on the color scheme of things. They look like a wonderful dashing blue and purples all across Team Imagine's side right now. But now we look to Sector V. The ban from Imagine is going to be the Disruptor, fearing a bit of that silence, but there's also a Skywrath Mage. There's also a Silencer out there as well. But that would require them to shift this Tusk into the off lane. Unlike last game, if UMR decides that he'll take the Lion or Masoka will take the Lion, and one of them could get something like a Skywrath, like a Silencer to help out in shutting down and locking down this Lesh and Storm. Otherwise, they'll need an off-lane option here. So they're chewing through their clock right now, though. 15 seconds on the reserve clock here. Or they could already know what they want and just kind of plotting out their laning and first initial setup. We'll see. But what is the choice going to be for them here? Gotta have to deal with the pressure. Lots of mobility from Imagine side. Spirit Breaker's charge, Storm Spirit. It's going to be the Skywrath Mage of the two. I figured it would be him or the Silencer. So it is going to be an off-lane Tusk. And then you got your Lion Skywrath combo, putting more of the stun pressure onto Lion himself. Skywrath Mage will be very good in being able to zone back this Spirit Breaker if it's going to be a Spirit Breaker off lane. And then they can always step back, equalize the lane with a pull camp. But more importantly, he'll be able to level up that Ancient Seal and just try to stop this Storm Spirit from being a big problem. Now, this forces the Storm Spirit to kind of go a bit different with this build-up, whether it's going to be a later, like Lincoln Sphere, or something as early as just getting a good old reliable Yules or a BKB. He's going to have to do something, because this Ancient Seal could be a problem. Or you just deal with it the manly way and you jump in and kill the Skywrath Mage before everything else. We'll have to see. But I imagine a Yules is going to be coming on Lina as well, and that could be trouble for Storm, because if she times it out nicely, he's not going to have a way to jump back. So this feels like a game where Storm Spirit's going to just have to build pretty defensively. I'm hearing a bit that I'm quiet, so I'll butt myself up. Holy shit, that's a Jenkins Pudge. Hell yes. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay. All right. All right. Jenkins Pudge. Now, I wasn't thinking about it too much here, because I wasn't quite sure if it was going to be that Spirit Breaker in the off lane. I know Jenkins is one to play it, but it is indeed going to be a 4-position Spirit Breaker, leaving Flying Zebra on that more selfless Witch Doctor. And now we get the Pudge, the Jenkins Pudge. And if any of you have been sleeping under a rock with your NA Dota, Jenkins is the man of Pudge. The Northern American Dendi, I guess. There really is no one else to compare. I mean, who other NA Dota players are big on pulling out the Pudge? It's pretty much Jenkins. He's got some great guides out there. Has ways to incorporate pulling the bottom lane, this big camp right here to the bottom lane, or even to the mid lane with the proper pair of boots. But in this game, I wager he is going to be going for an off-lane setup. He already has the boots. They even lended the obs for it here. We'll see if there's going to be any sort of audible call to change things up. We'll have to see if Sector V are going to be shaken up at all from this last pick Dondo Pudge. But without further ado, let's get things started, folks. This is game number 2 of a best of 3 for BTS Americas. I am KotLGuy for Beyond the Summit, and this is Team Imagine going against Sector V in the round of 16 here, looking to move into that next round, awaiting their next opponent. Let's get out some introductions real quick. Sector V, you got Vortex. He previously played that Broodmother. Now going to be back again on what looks like the off-lane Tusk here. He is going very deep, very unorthodox with his ward placement all the way out and around towards the mid lane here. Imagine we're prepping to maybe scout anything out on the bottom, but they're not going to see anything there. Smash Sama, he may be your Pastor, but he's going to be Arlena here in this game. Van's going to be playing the Gyrocopter. Masoku going to be playing the Skywrath Mage, and that will, of course, leave UMR, a.k.a. Mystico. He's going to be playing your Lion. Team Imagine side, we got Flying Zebra, who is their captain and drafter. He's going to be playing the Witch Doctor. KotLGuy, also known as Meniski Fan Gray. I'm not too sure what he wants me to call him nowadays. He's going to be tagged up as KotLGuy, and he's going to be playing your Storm Spirit, a safe lane Storm Spirit. Nushim on your Spirit Breaker, going to be blocking the lane. That's going to leave Shibby in the mid lane as your Purple Pony Leshrek, and none other than Jenkins on your Pudge. Action underway. No early First Blood. No early Tussle. It's going to be a Ward, or Rune rather, split a piece here. Jenkins is going to get the early null build-up here, putting more emphasis on the damage. Does has a couple of shared tangos. Shibby has a mirrored start here. So, as expected, Lesh will probably have the better matchup on paper, given his ridiculous capability of being able to nuke, being able to farm and harass from a huge range very easily. So we'll see how soon he wants to assert his dominance here. Also has some really good base damage and an appropriate last hit here, but look at this. Nushim's already coming in. Do they really need this extra bit of assistance here? Or are they just kind of handing something off to each other? It looks like he's going to make a rotation all the way to the bottom lane instead. How's it going up here? For Jenkins, now he's blocking the wave as much as possible. He put an obs over here, not in a casual spot of blocking out the pull camp, which is being double stacked right now. In fact, both camps are double stacked. Jenkins, if he can, wants to step back and make a pull happen here, but I would assume Sector V are not going to let him have it that easy. They have Masoku here, who could... He's going to hook him. Oh, okay, I like this play. He hooks the creep so that it's going to be easily aggroed here. But look at Masoku. He's going to interject, and he's going to force the creeps to run straight up the lane instead. He's doing his best to keep the aggro focused onto him. He's eating a lot of damage for it, but it's worth it here for Sector V. Now they're going to get the creeps back into the lane. Jenkins will not get the advantage of that free wave back at the tower. If this was a casual pub, that would have gone off without a hitch. But Sector V, they're not going to let them get anything. Very nice play from Masoku there. He's going to be forced to try to do it again here. Huh. This is Pudge camera right now. Let's just see if he can pull it off. Hey, aggro. Oh, he only gets the one, and even then, Masoku. Now, if Jenkins was level 2 and he had Rot, he could maybe chase down the Skywrath Mage, but he is going to be continued to be put into that level 1 spot. Very difficult. At least he gets the one creep for now, but Sector V are in firm control of that top lane as it stands, and they've only needed to use mostly the Skywrath Mage for it. UMR went off, helped secure the 2-minute rune, and now he's thinking about coming in, but he reads the situation. Jenkins pulls back, which gives him the idea that there is probably a ward nearby, which there is. Jenkins has this ward here, so he's not going to... He'll see this Lion moving in and out. Back at bottom, though, look at Vortex. He's been eating a lot of damage here, and he has no more regen. He has to walk all the way back. He's been going up against this Nushim Flying Zebra lane. And, you know, Witch Doctor, I guess, just doing his thing. Being able to zone him all the way back and away has created a lot of room for your Storm Spirit. Tied up there at the top for CS, 14 and 5. Gyro is right there with him, neck and neck. Mid lane as well being neck and neck, but your first blood is going to be the Pudge going down. Van just charges on forward, is able to finish him off. Gets dropped down easily. Mid lane action continues. A 3-man snowball, all going for Shibby, and they're going to bring him down. Kills on top, kills on mid lane. Sector V coming out on all 4 cylinders here. Jenkins misses the hook. He'll go down again. Oh, no. That is unfortunate. Jenkins going to get dropped at the top. TP's to the mid. He was hoping to get a big hook set up and an easy kill under the tower, misses the hook, and goes down again. It's back-to-back takedowns on your Jenkins Pudge. Could not have asked for anything better if you're Sector V. Sector V get a wonderful snowball in, a quick pick on Shibby, and even a follow-up kill. This puts him at 3-0 at the start. Very strong start for them. Smash is going to be able to get the boots. Still being held back on the courier. Oh boy, oh boy. Vortex looks like he'll be able to bottle up a regen. Easy bottle up for him. Both runes rather being secured for Sector V. We'll have to see how much of a tilt that could create there for Jenkins.
Dire's middle tower is under
He
attack.
sees the pressure coming, so he'll get back. This gank is not happening, so they know there's a ward there. But does he have a sentry? No sentry. Not yet, at least.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nushim now level 3 here. Hoping for maybe getting something here on Vortex. They will see Masoku coming in. Do they charge him instead? They do. They bump him in. The coconut follow-up. Can he get some damage? Quick Ancient Seal. Very nicely done from Masoku. And he gets away. Nope, never mind. The Maldic was there. I believe it was only a level 1 Maldic, but it was just enough to get the pop there at the end. And he will go down. Team Imagine get themselves on the board. Hook from Jenkins is on a creep. I heard the hook sound and I got a little excited because I thought maybe he would get the catch on a sign lane lion, but he's still level 1, man. You're not hooking an enemy right now. You gotta get rot. You gotta get some freaking levels. But credit to Sector V, they do a fantastic job punishing Jenkins here. Not allowing him to get anything easy. They see exactly when he considers moving in for that pull camp with this lane ward here, which will finally expire in about 20 seconds. But bottom lane's where they charge in. They're going to go for Vortex here. Storm gets the pull, a long-range pull on that one, and it's going to be enough to finish off the Tusk. Vortex will go down. And Imagine we'll string together another kill. Should be looking to pull a bit of a comeback here for his team. 24, he's pushing ahead of Smash, and they are able to get Jenkins once again here at the top lane. They push on in. They get the setup from UMR, and Jenkins will go down shortly after he finally reaches his level 2. 6-minute rune about to come up. Smash. He wants it. It's a bounty rune. That will leave an invis rune at the top. Shibby's got it. They ping it out. They know that it's got to be a real rune top. But Shibby's not looking to use it yet. He'll take it back to lane, it looks like, for now. Jenkins is here. He's like, maybe I can get a setup. Oh. He's looking for the Lena hook. Now, we can't see the range indicator here from our perspective, but it is out of range right there. I would say it's coming up just a bit short. A level 1 hook. I don't know if he'll be getting anything there. Creeps are going to start to get in the way. He's going to have to find some way to get himself back into this game, because right now it's going all Van's way. But hey, we saw this last game. I would say this game it's even more harsh for Jenkins. Last time on his Clockwork, he got caught off. He will be missing this hook. He had a slow start on his Clockwork, but he did eventually find his way back into the game, but this is going to be a tough test for him. Being down 2 quick kills, trying so hard to get to level 2, finally gets there, just trying to get to level 3, increase the range of that hook just a little bit. But things are going well for Team Imagine, and there's Storm Spirit here in the bottom lane. So already got the early Soul Ring component complete. Probably looking to finish out those power treads before investing straight towards maybe a Bloodstone. I already said during the draft that it might be a game where he might need to consider maybe getting some defensive items here. Should be going on a roll here. Is invised. Are they trying to smoke? Yes, they are. Oh, the smoke? Ho-ho! Ha-ha, fools! Trying to smoke? Well, Shibby's invis right under your faces, and you can't do anything about it. They have no detection on hand. Smoke will be going nowhere, and they just resume back to their lane. But the charge had already been out, and it's a-coming, and they cancel. They know if they dive into that tower, there's going to be a hook as a follow-up, and they just don't have the confidence on being able to take a fight into the base. Shibby makes his return back to the mid lane after going off that little bit of an adventure here. 537 gold saved up now. Wagering, we're just going to see the typical pickup. Bottom lane, though, they're looking to go for Storm. What a beautiful setup right there. There's that silence already doing a bit of work, and they have plenty of lockup to follow. They even get Smash rotated in and involved a bit, and they're going to get the takedown. Storm's going to drop. Flying Zebra a little too far to help out. And so what they're going to do instead is put emphasis on maybe getting the drop on this top lane. They know that the rotations already went to the bottom, so Van could be here alone. Can they get the eye? Can Nushim get the check here and lead in with a charge quickly? Jenkins, he's waiting for it. He got the hook. Okay. Waited back, set up, charge, coconut, everything they can to take him down. Now he's going to be forcing out the call down. Oh, he could get Jenkins. They're able to pull back and away, but here comes the shards. Here comes the snowball. They can't quite get the finish. There it is. They get the connection with the uppercut. Vortex is going to get the return kill, taking out Jenkins. Of all people, the one who struggles still, but they get the grab nonetheless. Sector V try to get things to get a bit more even while they continue to add the pressure here on the bottom. This could make for an easy tier 1 takedown. Shibby, though, doing Lesh things in the mid lane. Now he's doing this without the Edict buildup, of course, but he's going to be able to get some good damage here on this tier 1 as an exchange.
Middle tower is under attack.
Tier 1 bottom gets dropped. Tier 1 mid, very low, but immediate flat cannon from Van in the fountain. And Shibby's like, I don't want any part of this, so I will pull back. I wouldn't mind seeing Imagine go for maybe a smoke movement at this point. There it is. Jenkins with Tranquils now. They would love to get the catch here. Oh, he's going to go into the pudge spot. Nope, not going to be happening. The opportunity was there briefly, but then he quickly hustles behind the creep. And the catch is going to be on the creep instead. So, swing and a miss. Sector V taking this moment, though, to farm up the Imagine jungle. While they get ready to invade with the smoke, they ping him out. They see it here. Nushim waiting. Doesn't want to charge in. Smash is behind, and Smash has a Laguna. So I don't think these two are going to want to make something happen here. They will end up getting shot down very fast. Uh-oh. They still are pinging out here. UMR, TP, he's gone. Oof, Jenkins knew where he was. He could have let in with a hook. Goes right to the spot, but maybe just didn't have the confidence to throw the blind hook there. Shibby makes his return back to mid. His power treads have now been completed. And Smash is back. Probably still looking to put to use that Laguna if possible here. Where's our Storm Spirit? Oh, he switched up the top lane. Level 9 now. And just farming up some gold while he can. Very similar to what we saw him from the last game. But mid lane, here's Jenkins, still nesting around for a hook. But Sector V could use that in a baited opportunity. They have Vortex, UMR, and company, who are now going to smoke up and actually head to the top lane. Here they go. Are they going to get something with it?
Top tower
UMR leads out the charge, knows he has the instant hex here. But they already pulled back. Look at this. Very disciplined, hesitant play. Can't see him. Oh, they see him now. Oh, they get the hex. They get the silence, the mystic flare, the uppercut. See you later. He's going to go down quick, and we saw a lot of this combo. I remember it was Root Gaming before they were the Root Gaming now. We'll have to hold that thought. Nushim is going to eat a Laguna on the way back. He gets the saving hook from Jenkins. Rotations are coming. Van wants to get close for a call down. Drops the call down. Nushim not going to get caught from it. That call down is going to be an air ball. Sector V, though, might take it instead into some aggression, pushing mid lane. That's a nice coconut. Oh, Jenkins almost gets the catch with the hook, but not going to be able to get it. Sector V adamant a little bit. I don't think it's the time to fight anymore. Your call down has been used. But they're still considering they have the UMR, Laguna Blade, or not Laguna, but Finger. And they do decide to step back. 12-minute rune is going to come up here, and they would love to secure that instead. Smack's going to see it. What? Smack? Why am I calling him Smack? Smash is going to see it here, top. Shibby? My rune. He'll take the bounty. That's going to leave Vortex with a regen here on bottom, which he actually just might need. Scouts out Zebra, though. Drops his own ward. Or eats the ward. He eat it. Did he eat it? I don't know. I got to take it down from Zebra. Mid lane. Potential breakout. They're good. Jenkins back to that hook position. They see him, though, buddy. They see you. They got that nice ward right in the mid lane so they can see that fancy little pudge hook spot. So if they get caught, it's their own damn fault. Storm makes his return back to the top lane after getting caught out before, but history could repeat itself. Trouble's coming once more. They have the Mystic Flare again. Oh, the point I was going to make before. Before it was Root Gaming, and when it was still Root Gaming with Fluff and Moo and TC and them, I saw a couple of times where they ran the Skywrath Mage Tusk combo, and if you're able to get a blink setup on your Tusk, let's say, a blink in uppercut with a Mystic Flare, you go down so fast, there's no chance for a follow-up BKB. Certainly not also if they have that Lion present. So even with the BKB, that is not going to guarantee any sort of safe depart. Now, for now, Storm Spirit does have a point booster. He could very well just go right for the Bloodstone. But he's got to know by now it's very sketchy to just make any sort of crazy-ass jump into the fight. Vortex is going to be saving for that Blink Dagger. He's already got 1,200 gold. If he can get that Blink, they can pick off anyone, any solo person. Well, as we switch over to the net worth, we can check out the net worth overall. Sector V up on top right now, about 3,500. Same goes for XP here. And at the top, no surprise to see the Gyrocopter, Van, taking in the most farm at about 5.9k with Smash just behind him. He is committed already for the Drums phase build-up here. And we'll have to see. Looks like he's not going to bother with any sort of helm with a Dominator grab, but SMY could be an option here. We'll have to see what the Van style of Gyrocopter is going to be. And for Smash, better late than never. He's looking to finish out the remaining component of his Yules here. Once that Yules is done, then he can easily go for the classic Lina combo. I don't know if he'll be able to do it, though. Oh, they got a smoke, though. Here comes trouble. I'm going to sweep in through the top, over the Illusion Rune, and towards this Nushim Frangay combo. Or not. Oh. Sweeping in from behind. They could get this Jenkins Pudge. He is level 6, has the bite to hold him in place, and TPs could come, but they could take him out so fast. Oh, oh, oh. They catch him over the edge with a stun. Mystic Flare a bit off the mark, but the Laguna's not. Quick destruction there of Jenkins. The rotations come regardless. Nushim leads in. Big charge. Are going to get that kill. That means his Nether Strike can go on to Smash. And Team Imagine are going to be able to get the better of the trade, going 2 for 1. Taking out both Smash and taking out Mystico on the Lion. All for their Jenkins Pudge. So looks like maybe they'll take this bit of pressure, segue it towards this top lane, and try to get some work done on the tier 1. Van's here. He tries to go into a hiding spot up north with call down ready to go. Sector V are en route. But Lesh, already with 3 points into Edic here, is going to be chunking down this tower. Early shards, catches Shibby. They're waiting for it. If they can move in and get the silence. Nope, he's able to get the ball lightning out. So Van's not going to be able to catch with the call down. They're still on the chase, though. They want to get anything they can. And now they're considering a jump back. Nushim moves in with a charge. He's going to get the one to eat the silence, and Nushim knows he'll go down. He's just allowing everyone else to make a safe escape. They get the rocket out, but it's going to be too far. So it costs Nushim his life to allow everyone else to just safely make it away. Some of them would have made it out regardless, but whew, Storm Spirit jumping out in just the nick of time. That Ancient Seal was on the way, and he would have been right under that call down. And that call down would have been amplified. He only has 2 levels in Ancient Seal, but that's 35% more magic damage, and we know the magic damage output that a Gyro can do. But Imagine get to walk back and away here. We'll see if a Bloodstone is going to be the completed grab here for your Storm Spirit at about 2k gold. It's getting closer and closer. Oh, oh, might need a jump. Nope, can't get the jump off. Instead, he's a snowball. He's an uppercut. Oh, man, he was able to jump back and away. I don't think Masoko could get close enough for the Ancient Seal, so instead dished out the further range of the Mystic Flare, hoping to burst him down before the jump would be there. But he is able to get the jump off. They put chase on the Nushim here, but they might be overextending into a bad spot, and that's the case. Jenkins gets a big hook, pull back on the Vortex. They're going to annihilate Masoku. He's going to get dropped. And it's going to be a quick 2-man takedown here for Imagine. They're kind of reading the playing field very well. They see Sector V going in for these chases, hoping to get the Mexican Blue Weatherman, but they just can't do it. He's able to make that jump. and they feel like they can just make that committed move into the Imagine Woods and try to get something done, but that's not happening. Smash. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mind games here. Jenkins fakes out the hook. But now it's Smash who's going to be throwing out the Yules. This will set up for the stun. Smash will get bopped before the Laguna can come, but that means that they can annihilate Nusham. Nusham goes down, amplifying that Laguna. In determination. Now they're going to snowball forward, going to pick up Smash along the way here. Jenkins still running. He is running. He has nowhere to go, but he avoids the LSA. And now he's going to get blocked off. Tries to go to the high ground instead, but is not going to be able to make it away. They're going to get the kills. Skywrath Mage grabs that one. All the meanwhile, look at Shibby. He sees a lion. He sees a kill, but UMR gets off the finger. Now he will get dropped, but Van might be able to clean him up. With the last Valiant Averett for UMR. No! Good sidestep of the stun. And look at this, all the meanwhile, Masoku gets a follow-up kill on the mid lane. They're going to be able to take down Flying Zebra. Simultaneous action breaks out. And just as Team Imagine take two big counter fights back-to-back, Sector V will finally be able to get a couple of kills their way. But look at this. Uh-oh. Jump in from the storm is going to help him get the kill. A return one onto Masoku. Now the follow-up's going to be there. Vortex, they have the Vortex waiting for him. And he's going to get dropped. Just as I'm saying, Sector V are coming out big. Imagine again. Fire back. Now, this does not incorporate the first couple of kills, including that Jenkins Pudge takedown. But as we can see by the overall net worth graph, Sector V just trying to hold on to any little bit of advantage they can. Take a moment to look over the item progression here. Nusham's been holding quite a bit of money here on his Spirit Breaker. Already has his urn. I'm curious to see what his follow-up is going to be. If he decides to go for a Shadow Blade and maybe saving for the amulet right now, or if he feels BKB is going to be necessary, which it could be. Going against a Lion and a Skywrath Mage, my goodness. Get the freaking BKB. Uh-oh! Hi, everyone! See you later! Jenkins tries to get the save, but that's not going to be happening. He is gone. Quick and easy kill right there. That's the sacrifice you make sometimes when you have to head into the dark to try to plant down one of those schmancy wards. Woo! As a support, Jenkins tries to go for the hook. Will not get the catch. And it does look like Van is going to go for the BKB build up here. In fact, he is about to have it. Already has the club on hand, hammer and stash. And with the conclusion of these creeps, they'll have a BKB ready to go. But are they willing to wait for it before they take a fight? Sector V are already on the prowl here with the smoke towards his mid lane. They see Shibby messing with this illusion, but they are also in their own position to perhaps consider a charge on the smash. Here comes trouble from behind. Shibby might need a save, but they're going to grab Vortex instead. Now they're going to get the bite. This is all from the high ground here. Shibby pops the wand, and he's unable to get anything else off, but here comes the Death Ward. It's going to be halted there with the help of the silence. And Sector V are going to quickly get 2 kills. UMR very low, not going to be able to be taken down. He makes it out. Jenkins goes for another hook, which is not going to catch anyone. Zebra's going to eat a rocket, and they are going at this all without their Storm Spirit, and they just begin to trickle down one by one. But here's the Storm. Shows up a little late to the party, but he gets a gift. Oh, what a catch from Jenkins. Nice little hook right there to Masoku, who's going to secure a secondary kill. Shibby's back from the dead with the help of that Bloodstone, but will not charge on forward. Could have been much, much worse there for Team Imagine, but with the last-minute rotation from their Storm and even a nice little sweet catch there from Jenkins, they do kind of make the wound a little bit more bearable. But that was a very strong initiation start from Sector V. They get that kill. They take down Shibby. Nusham just taking a free express road to the top rune, which you'll see it's a bounty here. He is indeed going to be going for the Shadow Blade. Already has that Shadow Amulet complete. Trying to get a little bit more of that surprise factor here, which is really all you'll need against this kind of a lineup. That leaves the Invis at the bottom here for Shibby. The Goatman will pack that up and head right back to the mountains where he'll continue his farm. Maybe he'll consider a Yules himself. We'll have to see. Was not able to get much done that last fight. I mean, it's either that or he just continues on, goes for the Octarine Core, and just hopes for being able to soak up as much damage as possible. Looks like he stepped off for a cloak. I don't foresee a Glimmer Cape coming together for this Lash, so it could just be a reliable cloak for now. Vortex. Oh, he's not going to go for that Blink Dagger. He is going to be the utility kind of Tusk here. He's already got the mech. And could be going for either a Glimmer Cape himself or maybe a pipe. But that's one less as far as initiation goes. But they do have that Blink on Lion now and a level 2 finger. He's level 11, so. Sector V do have some pretty big ammunition if they want to make a big pick. Take a fight, but looks like Imagine have business elsewhere. They're already split pressuring this top lane. Your Storm, after already completing his Bloodstone, has 9 charges on it, and he is going to go for a BKB. He's got the Ogre Club. It's just, you got to get the BKB this game. Too much magic damage, too much stun and lockdown. Gyrocopter damage. Smash with the Yules in the stun. And I don't think Smash has Ags, no, so that will also help with the Laguna Blade. Obviously Masoku, Skywrath Mage, everything he dishes out, and including, of course, none other than UMR and his Lion in lockdown. This is just a no-brainer BKB kind of a game. Charge from Nushim is going to catch the back end of UMR as he TPs to the top lane, but that is going to make for an easy setup here. Charge is coming and quickly canceled. They see not 1, but 2 rotations. Make it 3 now. Sector V looking to move in and flank, but the Glimmer help does come out. He goes up to the high ground here, and he can't TP. He doesn't have one. He doesn't have the mana. It's going to get canceled out. Smash moves in, and this Storm Spirit, he just better hope he can just create space or get away or something. Nothing's going to happen. They're going to get the kill. An ambitious effort from Team Imagine to get that catch on the Lion, but it is going to punish them for it. Storm Spirit goes down, and that means Sector V are going to get about a 1,000 gold swing their way just because of grabbing that Storm. Curious what Jenkins is saving for. I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is that he's getting a Blink Dagger just because easy Blink hook setups or a Blink Bite for initiation, but I do worry that he's still just a bit frail for a Pudge. Only 3 strength points from his flesh heap. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. I'm allergic to scrubs. Jenkins though, back at mid lane, 1,700, so it could be that Blink he's saving up for. I figured also he could be the potential pipe holder for his team, but we'll have to see. Now Sector V back on the move. Vortex, no Shadow Blade for him for now. He's got the Glimmer, and they feel like they can move in for the Roche. Now it is obviously spouted. Smash is being charged as we speak. Are Imagine going to rotate over? Shippy's in the mid lane. He's trying to push this out, and then he'll round the corner and come in. Roche is low, but not going down fast. BKB's done. Oh, Storm, he's coming. He's a-coming. Roche is getting low. Roche is getting low. Big jump in from Storm with the BKB pop. They're going to just break out into chaos right under the pit. Immediately, they're going to get a catch on the Smash, and he's going to get taken down. Now they go for Masoku. He tries to valiantly drop. Storm's going to snag the Aegis. Shibby snagging a couple of kills, and 3 go down all day. Jenkins, you're not going anywhere. Gets the grab on the Van, and this Gyrocopter, after getting a killing spree, is going to allow your Storm Spirit to get the double. Team Imagine come out big. The timing works out beautifully for them. They need to wait that extra little bit for the Storm to come back. Gets his BKB. They move in, and they take everything they want. Sector V lose 4 all day. They're going to lose their tier 2, and now they're on the path to very well losing this game. What a dramatic turn for Imagine. Now a follow-up jump. See you later. Jenkins is going to snag that one up, and he is going to get a free gem. Or their team will, at least. Buyback. Uh-oh, they're making a move onto Storm. He's going to get silenced up. He needs a hook save. Jenkins doesn't have the mana. That means it's going to cost them their Aegis. But he will come back with full mana. Do they have enough to stop him here? They certainly do. They hit him up with everything. The Silence, the Laguna, the Mystic Flare. And your Storm Spirit's going to go down. There is the spot, but Jenkins is already out with a TP. A good return kill there. Is it worth the buyback? I guess it is. Storm will go down. He loses a chunk of his charges. Now down to 7.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, Nusham decides to go for a Glimmer Cape. You know what, though? I mean, I already emphasized enough this game how much magic damage output that Sector V have. I don't think it should be surprised that Glimmers are just coming out for Team Imagine so much. One on him, one on Witch Doctor. Double Glimmers all day. Here comes Van, though. Looks like he's going for a Scotty build-up on his gyro after completing the BKB. They're using his invis in hopes of getting a catch, but looks like nothing will be there. We'll continue to farm out this mid lane. We check back with Shibby, and he's got his own BKB done. Oh, man.
Radiant's middle
I think maybe Sector V were hoping that with the lineup they got and the lockdown, that they would be able to do so much more before Imagine were able to kind of itemize to this point where they can get BKBs. They did a lot of work. Again, onto Jenkins in his off lane. But here he is now, level 12, making setups. He's got his Blink Dagger. And I don't think that early game was enough for Sector V to kind of take this game over flat out and justify letting this Lesh go. Handing over a Leshrac to Team Imagine. Woo. And now it looks like after completing the BKB, Mr. Storm Spirit is going to be going for an Oblivion Staff straight to the Orchid. As if the solo pick potential wasn't enough, now he can get a quick and easy catch, move in, take someone out of the picture, and move out. But here comes Sector V. No smoke here. Heading just right up instead towards the ancient camp, moving in through the dark. We look at their vision now. They really don't have much of it. Oh, he will cross pass. Immediate BKB, though, for Storm, and they're going to get the pull on the Smash, and Smash is going to go down here. Jump in. UMR tried to help, but he could lose his own life here. Oh, convenient. Bump to the low ground, though. Doesn't matter. He tries to go for a Valiant TP. He ends up going down. Jenkins with the double. His Rot, I imagine, gets the last little tick there at the end. But hey, that's more flesh strength for this Pudge. And Sector V just quickly lose too. Smash going in way deep. I'm not really sure what that was about. But he ends up crossing past the worst person you can. And he goes down quick. And now comes Imagine down this mid lane. Are they going to be able to finish this one out? They need the win here to move on to the next round. Sector V need to hold to stay alive. They lose this game, they are out of BTS Americas, and they have already just lost their Tier 3. Shibby's Edict back on cooldown now before they can just siege on forward. Hook, swing and a miss. Or Imagine looking to stay around here. They're thinking about it. Sector V, though, move out from the front door here. Maybe in hopes of catching someone from Imagine out of position here. But it's Imagine who are looking to do that instead. They're going to walk in there. Jenkins has a blink, could move in and get the Tusk. Moves in, bites the Tusk while they go for Van. He can't get saved. Van's in trouble. There's going to be a Glimmer and a BKB now to come back and fight. But it's been too late. Shibby already unleashing a fury from his Leshrac. Van on the run, trying to avoid the damage from the Death Ward. He's able to make it out alive, but for everyone else, they begin to crumble. UMR is going to be caught next. He'll be popped and taken care of, and Van barely alive, 136 life. He is just flying himself right back to the base. Him and Smash, the lone survivors. Imagine get it done. They only lose their Storm, but they're more than happy to continue their siege here with just Shibby on his Leshrac. And as you can see, the Edict begins to go to work. And they need 17 seconds at least. They need the Tusk up. They need everybody up, and it's not coming. So this is a mid-set of racks. Whoops. Dragon Slave off the mark. Here comes the call down from Van, which forces Imagine to stay back now. They get the Yules on the Shibby, but that only sets up for an easy retreat hook from Smash, or from Jenkins. But look at this. Zebra tries to just go for a ballsy TP in front of him. He'll pay with his life, as he should. Well, he goes down. They have the dust for the glimmer. Nushem is just going to charge away from trouble. And though the score is tied 22-22, for anyone just tuning in, it's Sector V who have already lost their mid lane set of racks. They're already down one game, and Team Imagine are on the cusp of being able to just close this series out 2-0. They were blessed with a Lesh pick here. And Sector V, with their opening of the Clock Tusk, we're hoping that that was going to be enough. Van trying to finish out his Scotty. We'll truck through this Ancient stack, but I don't know. With racks going down, that is so much of a purse going the way for Imagine. They understand their power advantage at this point, and they want to keep using it here. This secures Jenkins' follow-up Force Staff. There's a blink in and a hook and a kill. As easy as 1, 2, 3. UMR will go down. The Lion's going to get dropped, and Sector V will not... I mean, they should not consider defending this Tier 2. They'll have to let it go down. It will. Shibby picks up that one. And now they have to worry about the possibility of a push coming into this top lane. Imagine have yet to even take the bottom Tier 1. They ping it out the second I go look. As if, hey, we can still do this. There's still lots of gold out there for us to take. We could just make sure we have that big of an advantage that we can finish them off. There's a hook and a catch on the Van. Now he goes into BKB. The Rot's not going to be doing a whole lot, but they can't hold him there. Good force away to safety. The Death Ward, though. The Death Ward doing big work. They already take down both supports from the side of Sector V, and now they look to retreat out. Their gem is down. Quickly, Vortex will have to drop his bottle to pick it up here. Shibby moves in. Hits him with a Lightning Storm. Imagine have lost no one, so they consider hanging around here. Jenkins has the hook. How far do they want to muscle back before they turn and hook? Oh, he's got to blink away. Force. Yep. We'll be able to save their Storm. And they're going to be too far out to catch here. There they go. Smash is able to catch up with a blink with the Yules. There's the LSA, the Laguna. Jenkins is in trouble here. They get him down. Walrus Punch will finish him off. And still they continue to move here. It's a long-winded chase that Shibby finally will have to turn around. Airballs the stun right between them. But Jenkins buys back, and now comes the Storm, and now comes the cleanup. Sector V have just gone a little too far from home now. And they're going to look to get anything they can here. Move in. There's going to be the Yules. Nushem waiting for the charge. 2 more seconds. Smash waiting for his blink. Oh, but Jenkins has got his. He blinks in and gets the hook. I was already ready for the blink out. But Jenkins gets the catch first. Double kill for your Storm Spirit. 28-23. Imagine continue to pull ahead. And oh, the gifts just keep on giving. See you later. Masoku goes down. Imagine end up doing a long-winded 5-man wipe. And immediately they head towards this top lane. Screw the bottom not being pushed in. We got to finish out the set of racks top. And I don't think Sector V are really going to be able to do much about this. Their gyrocopter out 30 seconds. No buyback. And it looks like we very well have a quick 2-0 for our first series today. Team Imagine advancing on forward. And I have to say, if I'm not mistaken, Sector V came into this match favorites by a little bit. If not, it had to be like damn near a 50-50 split. Now top lane racks down. Team Imagine is going to move back to the pit. And they're going to take it out. Easy Roche, easy life. Sector V, well, they got a... What is our all-in? What is our YOLO play? Get in there, UMR. You got to catch up. They don't have much time. Imagine don't have the greatest damage to do this Roche. But Jenkins is on the high ground. They don't see him. Oh! So Lion gets pulled up, and... Oh, they blink back. And he immediately goes down. Actually, the Tusk goes down. That's that fancy pathing so Pudge can't get anyone stuck on a cliff. Now there's the move in. A pull right into a snowball. They move in for Jenkins. It's low life on the Tusk. They're going to get bite. They're going to look to finish him up. A jump in from the Storm. Meanwhile, Lion will be evaporated there. Now they're looking to move in for Van. Van's going to pop his BKB. And meanwhile, Storm instead puts his priority on getting a hold of Smash. Look at the bumps come out. Bump 1, bump 2, immediate glimmer on the turnaround. They're trying to sidestep the Laguna. ends up flying on the Storm, and Smash goes down. And that's going to be game. Mystico calls it, and this series is going to be 2-0 for Imagine. And Jenkins even trying to finish off with the icing on the cake. It's a hook and a bite on the van, and that is game. Congratulations to Team Imagine, formerly known as the Leviathan Squad. They will move on into the second round of BTS Americas, the round of 8. And for Sector V, we wish them the best on their next upcoming tournament, next upcoming play. But unfortunately, with that loss, they are now out. But we're not done yet today, folks. We got another best of 3 to come. Now, there might be a small break, but we do have our next matchup, which we'll take a look at the bracket here. And the next matchup will be the Void Boys going against Pain Gaming. Void versus Pain is going to be coming up next, another best of 3. It is set to start in just under an hour. That is 6 p.m. Pacific time. Right now it's 5:08, so about 50 minutes from now, we'll be starting up our next series, Void Boys versus Pain. Guys, it's a pleasure as always for you to come by and support these little North American Cups. And now that we have BTS Americas, we also have BTSC, China, Europe to come. And this is just our second edition of second season of BTS Americas action. So with that said, we'll catch you later, and then we'll be back for our second series.